mean, Hillary Clinton, I mean, you've met her at least half a dozen times on my count, most recent time being in Perth late last year, just before she ended her term as Secretary of State. Two of you had an hour of private conversation. I know that she compared some of your travails, I think it was with the AWU, with what she went through at Whitewater. Did she have any advice to you on how to deal with adversity?
We did have a discussion about where our media cycle was stuck then, which was, this obsessive, opposition questioning about events the best part of 20 years ago, and she did sort of offer the observation she'd seen this movie before because she'd had the Whitewater scandal where, as she explains it, she and Bill bought a property and lost money on it, and out of this comes a, obsessively followed, scandal for many years afterwards. So we shared reflections on that. I mean, her advice was, you don't let it drift. You've got to stand up to it and be clear about it and sort of, go through it and name it for what it is, because the temptation is to say, look, this is just so absurd, it'll die a death, whereas, of course, these things, unfortunately, don't die a death. You've got to go and front them out, and I've done that a few times.
Yeah. What is it that you admire about her?
I admire about her, she's lived a life, and I think as an observer of American politics, and because the family of the President of the United States is such public property, we feel like we've lived it with her. The presidency, the marriage, her being a candidate herself, I feel like we've lived it with her. And so, I think there's a sense of connection from that, sense of connection with her observations about being a woman in politics. I mean, she said to me that she never really felt that issue about gender when she was a senator. It's when she put herself forward for executive